go down, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King Key from the motherfucking 713. If you're new to this wonderful channel, please go ahead and click like, subscribe. Make sure you turn this notification bell on so every time I drop content, you will be notified. All that being said, I'm sending everybody loads of abundance of positive energy today. Okay. All that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this wonderful topic, right? And today's topic is, why is doing the right thing so important? Why is doing the right thing so important? I had just, I feel like, ladies and gentlemen, that I just had taken the test today. I had taken the test today, and as hard as that test was, I feel like I successfully passed it. And I'm not talking about a handwritten test or a school exam. No, I'm talking about a test from the universe. I'm talking about a test to test where I'm at with self. So the question, right, is doing the right thing worth it? Is it worth doing the right thing? And I'm here to let y'all know, as much as I preach and talk about doing the right thing and doing and what the benefits are after you doing the right thing and how much it can help you, but I don't feel like I really talked about how hard it is just to do the right thing sometimes. Like how hard it is just to be the bigger person, to step away from certain people, um, certain situations. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying sometimes it's just hard. And now I get why certain people, not saying that it's valid, but I get why certain people react the way they do. But at the end of the day, I feel like there is a certain way that you should react to avoid anything more than what it has to be at that given time. If y'all can follow. So when, like, perfect example, right? Perfect example. If you're getting bullied, right? Or you see somebody getting bullied, I feel like at the end of the day, you I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta go against that bully. You gotta fight it, fight against that bully to overcome that bully. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand that sometimes it doesn't need to be an action. There doesn't need to be a reaction to an action, if that makes sense. Right? Just because somebody is physically just because somebody is verbally saying something that hurts you doesn't mean you physically do something to hurt them. Not unless they physically do something to hurt you first. I feel like that's valid. Now, if somebody hits you, you hit them back. But if they say something to you, if they say something to you that can hurt you or that makes you feel sad or upset, well, don't escalate it more than what that is. And if you feel like honestly that you can't verbally say something back, or the how do you say, match they trash talk, and you feel like you want to get physical, walk away. Walk away. And that shit is, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes walking away could be the hardest thing ever. And I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm gonna give y'all an example from me now. The test that I told y'all that I had took. Okay. I was just going to check out my items. I was in Walmart and I was going to check out what I had in my basket, right? In the middle of me walking towards the checkout line, two guys had stopped me, right? Had a one of them, he was kind of heavy set and he was recording. He had his camera and he was recording with a mic, and the other guy He just had his phone and he decided to ask me a question. Right. So the question he was asking me was basically, what was the most vulnerable, most not vulnerable, but the most Charles, I don't know how to like. Excuse me if I, pronouncing this word right. I mean wrong. The most like the most hurtfulest thing. I can't even pronounce the word right now. But the most hurtfulest thing that you ever been through in your life, the most darkest thing that you ever been through in your life, and he was basically saying, "What is the most darkest thing that you ever been through your life, and how did you overcome it?" Right, and I was just like, okay, what is this for? You see what I'm saying? I was asking him, what is this for? And he was saying, like, this is like for a spiritual, well, this is for like a community that help people heal. Exactly what he was saying. This is a community that we be vulnerable and help people heal. He didn't tell me what the name was. I should have asked that, but I didn't. I took that in consideration and I continue to proceed, continue to move on. And as he told me that, in my heart, I feel like it was okay to open. In my heart, I feel like it was okay to open. So I opened up. And y'all, what I had opened up to was being being raped. Was me being raped. Me being touched on as a child. I opened that up because I realized, okay, this can help a lot of people. This can reach up to a lot of people, even though this is a very sensitive conversation, a very a very vulnerable conversation, a very not at ease conversation. I feel like I'm at a point in my life to open up and to express what, how I went through that and how I came out of that and what was my feelings of going through it and come out of it. You see what I'm saying? So as I'm explaining that that unfortunate event, right? I'm noticing the dude that's asking me that question or was asking me that question, he's laughing, right? He's, as I explained it, he's just laughing a little bit. So I took the first laugh as in maybe it wasn't even a laugh. It was like yes. It was like yes, yes. As I was explaining, I was talking about like I was getting to some about to get into some deep, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just noticing like, okay, maybe this is like yes, like maybe he's saying yes, like okay, this is gonna help a lot of people. This is what I wanted. It's an unfortunate event, but this is what I wanted. And I started explaining even more and more and more. And then he started even laughing even more. And then I just stopped. Cause the laugh like now it's starting to be out like a little bit outrageous. So then I stopped and I asked him, hey, I'm noticing that you're laughing, but I don't see nothing funny. So I asked him, what is funny about me telling you about what I went through with that situation? Y'all, this is what he had told me. I get a thrill off of it. I get like an exciting thrill off of it. Then I come to realization, is this man clout chasing me? Has this man made up a lie? Has he manipulated me to make it seem like he was just gonna come up here to me and make it seem like he's actually doing something right when he's actually doing something wrong and he's manipulating me, right? So I was like, it came to realization like, okay, this is just a joke. He's not being serious. He's being funny. He's really here to manipulate me, be funny, uh, do whatever he wants to in a negative way. So then I told him, so let me get this straight. What people go through are the darkest times of their life. When I mean darkest to the point it's just so dark they don't even want to live almost on live themselves because it's so dark they don't even know how to handle it. And yet you find that to be entertaining. You find that to make you feel good and make you laugh. And he's like, yeah, yeah, I find that makes me feel good. So I feel like I feel like the higher The higher power had went through me and just said, walk away. And before I walked away, I told him, you know what, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day. And I continued to walk. I turned my back and I walked away. And as I was walking away, he was like, wait, come back. I told him, have a good day, and I continued to walk away. Once I had realized that I had got excuse my, I be trying to pronounce these words, but I hopefully y'all get where I'm coming from. Once I had realized that I had got humiliated, hopefully y'all know what I'm trying to say. I might have the word up there. Once I had realized I had got teased, I had got bullied in a manipulation form of way, I can't lie to y'all. It hurt me. A piece of me cried. Not even a piece of me. I cried. No cap. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I just got through crying before I had started this video. Regardless of the fact if you can or not. But I cried. I cried because it was just a form of getting bullied. It's one thing to know that you're getting bullied, right? It's one thing to know that you're getting bullied, but it's another thing to have somebody to manipulate you to being vulnerable to the point that they're going to use that vulnerable state of you to manipulate you, to bully you, to make it seem like, oh, you should feel this way and make you feel sad and down and degrade you and just down, make you feel down. So I had to cry. I had to let that out. I had to release. I had to pray. I had to meditate. I ain't gonna lie. I meditated. I released. I did a release meditation of releasing negative energy, and I before I did that, I called my energy back. I call my energy back. Make sure y'all call it y'all energy back when situations are just negative situations, or just negative people trying to come towards you, and you know you didn't do no wrong. Make sure you just call your energy back at the end of the situation. But I called my energy back. I did a meditation. And I sit up here and I realized I was listening to Londrell. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I listened to Londrell. And I was realizing, like, man, doing the right thing sometimes can be difficult because a piece of me wanted to go back. In the midst of me walking away from that, a piece of me wanted to go back and I wanted to fight. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight. But then I had to realize, what was that gonna do? What was that gonna do? What was that gonna do? Besides make shit worse. So I'm here to let y'all know, more of the story, I'm here to let y'all know that sometimes doing the right thing could be difficult, but longevity is worth it. It's worth it. And it goes to shows the type of person you are and how you handle yourself and how you carry yourself. Instead of handling it in a situation anybody else would, you handling it in the most mature way you could possibly, a person can possibly handle any other situation. Anybody else that had went through the same situation as me would have had went left. They would have had fought. They would have fought. Shit would have had went left. But I just walked away. And I told them fellas to have a great day. Because I also know karma is a motherfucker too. Not wishing even on them guys. But karma is a motherfucker too. It is. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to tell you to not defend yourself. I'm not here to not tell you to prepare yourself or none of that. I'm here to tell you, at the end of the day, realize there's a lot of ways by going through situations instead of just one way. Instead of just doing it one way, have an open mind of to do it other ways, and have an open perspective of how you doing other ways, how the outcome can be by you doing it the other way instead of doing it that way, and how that outcome could be if you had did it that way. So continue to do right. Continue to ask the higher power to give you strength and courage to push on that willpower of doing right as much as possible, because at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of tests. There's going to be a lot of tests, not just physical paper, but universal tests to test your willpower, your might, and to see where you are at with yourself. All that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's why it's important. That's why it's important to do the right thing. Okay? If you haven't already, please go ahead and click like, subscribe, share. Make sure you turn that notification bell on so every time I drop content, you will be notified. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out my other YouTube channel, The Awoken Ones Broadcast. I'm going to have the link to that in the description box. Okay? And yeah, I see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.